Well, he's coming along. He really, it's a great story. Obviously, when he came in last year, making the transition back to offensive line, being out of the game for so long, I think the guys really made a big influence on him as far as his development. Last year, I thought he worked hard during doing all the practice squad stuff, which helped a lot. The OTAs. Obviously, you never expected to have him starting this year, but that just shows you the guy prepared. The guy's got confidence in him. He got confidence in himself, and he's still every Sunday's a learning experience for him. He sees something new, different that he hasn't seen. You can only practice so much, so he's going to get some very good football players, and he's done a pretty good job, and he knows he'll keep getting better the more he sees it. But that's what happens. You have injuries, and all of a sudden, Mike Adams never came around, and obviously Beach. So so it's I'm happy with where he's heading, and he knows he has got a big challenge ahead of him.
Mike, do you see Alejandro getting better every week?
Yeah, he is. He really, Ramon Foster's done a great job with him. I think having Ramon next to him has been a huge plus because Ramon knows the offense so well. He's been in the league so long. Every play they're talking, so it puts a lot on Ramon too because he's obviously concentrating on what he's doing. He's talking with the center, obviously relaying everything to Al to make sure we're all on the same page. So he's been a big part of his development, and Al doesn't want to let anybody down. I mean, Al wants to be the best he can be, and that's how he's wired. That's his DNA, and you want to have players like that. And like I said, the guys feel confident in him. Ben's confident in him, and that's the bottom line. And yeah, he'll continue to get better, and he's going to continue to have his moments. He found out, during the last 4 games that you can have a great game, and all of a sudden one play can change that perception real fast. And so that's how you grow in this league, and as an offensive lineman, and it's all about consistency. And he's seeing that, and he's a great worker. So you can't ask for anything more than what he's been doing. And he'll get better and better as he goes, obviously.
Nick, were you ever involved in a year as a player or a coach where you lost your starting center and starting left tackle?
No, we've had injuries, but never like you usually say your 2 best guys. You have your left tackle and your center who runs it, especially with someone like Pouncey. And to lose someone like that meant so much to this football team, not just on the offensive line, but the team. And Cody's come in and obviously done a great job, and his experience has been a big plus. But it's hard, and I think this team has done a great job this year with losing numerous players throughout the season and stepping up and making plays. And so, I never had it that way. I've had injuries, but never your top 2 guys.
Have your 2 guards had to do anything different? And not knocking the 2 guys that filled in for the 2, but just in terms of their responsibilities different, or their
No, I think we're just being smart. I mean, as coaches, that's our job to try to help put these guys in position, as we always say, to be successful, and not ask them to do too much or too little, or things that we're not as good at, and do more of what we are good at, and maybe do some plays one way. Just make some adjustments in how we do things to help them. So we're not asking too much, and I think that's what we've done. I think Todd's done a good job with that. I think the players have. So I think it's it's kind of a group effort when you start losing players. Quarterback, running back, receivers. So you're making adjustments as you go. But every team has the same problem. It happens to everybody in the league, and we've been able to weather the storm to some degree. We all feel we should have won more games than we have, but we all need to know we need to play better. We need to be more consistent, and these next 6 weeks will be real important. And it all starts up front. So our 5 guys have to really step up, and same with the tight ends. We've had injuries there. Matt's been hurt. Jesse James has come in. So you've had a lot of guys that Rosie, all of a sudden we have a fullback that's been a big part of the offense at times, where that's helped out when we've had injuries at tight end. So it's been making adjustments like that of how to attack a team with what put our best personnel on the field and finding ways to win. So I think we've done a good job of mixing and matching different personnel groupings in different games, depending on how we felt we could best attack them. And obviously, running backs coming done a great job. D'Angelo's done a great job coming in with our injuries there. So we've had some good players that can make plays, and guys have stepped up and made some big runs and big plays at times. And we watch the tape. We know we got a lot of work ahead of us as a group, and we have to continue to get better. We got a lot of we keep getting new parts, unfortunately, because guys, we've had injuries, and so you're making adjustments. But that's what the league's all about, and so we know we're heading in the right direction. We just got to play better, and be more consistent every Sunday, so we can win a lot of these games when they come out.
Mike, where has Marcus improved, and what kind of level is he playing at right now?
He's playing really well. I think a lot of credit goes to the way he left here last off season, and work. He lost weight. He continues since I've been here anyway. And he's always been a good worker. I mean, the time last year he worked hard. The game's important to him. His preparation is awesome. But I think he realized, as any player does, you got to make some. Losing the weight helped him. I think the understanding of the offense helped him. I think you see him being a lot more aggressive. He's playing, every snap he plays really at a high level. I think because he's not thinking as much. I think me coming in last year changed the offense for him somewhat. So I was asking him to do something. He's had he had 3 line coaches in a row, and I think he's a guy that needed some continuity and some consistency in what we were asking him to do. And I think that hopefully having a second year with the same guy and what we're asking him to do, I think helps too. And it's just a lot to him how hard he worked in the weight room. All those things that players do on their own during the off season, he went and did it all, and it really changed his makeup as a player, and it's paying off for him. And he's playing at a really, really good level and a very physical level, and it shows up on tape. And so he's been fun to watch.
Oh, I mean, he's awesome. He's coming here. It just makes the game really fun. I've said all the time. He's very objective with things. He coaches well. He's not a yeller, not gonna cuss you out or anything like that. And he expects it. He's one of those guys you just don't want to disappoint. You don't let down. And that's probably the best coach style you can have.
Is it more that type of like the emotional or mental, that type of thing, than it is more technical type stuff, or is it?
Yeah, he's good at both. And he makes the game a lot of fun, and that's the important thing. It's a long season, and you gotta have fun and enjoy it while you can.